I think this character is a fan favorite.
Today is the day I fucking finish this game.
Here.
Oh yes,
this
Jumpy
is a
wants to do a Scourge of the Past around 8
That's lolly bait.
Yeah, it's lolly bait, but they're really cute.
Sorry, where'd you put it?
They're in pics and clips.
Why?
Because it's
Oh,
cute.
okay.
Look how cute she is.
I just like that transition. Is lolly bait ties? Where is it?
It's also this girl.
Yep, that is Lollybait.
That is absolutely
Wait, I
wrong.
need to show you this girl. I don't
Pop-up
understand
chat.
how her clothes
You'll
work.
doubt my lolly bait detective skills.
You want to explain to me how her clothes work?
Alright, well, I got my
She
notes
got like
here.
two pockets.
Sometimes
No.
the side chick ain't even a...
No, but like, look. Look at her
Sometimes a
tits.
side chick
She's
ain't
got, like,
even a
boob
chick.
Do you guys know how boobs work when you put on latex?
What?
They don't work like that.
Yeah,
See
we know how
that?
boobs work.
Alright.
Look at her.
Yeah, I definitely know, because I'm a 14-year-old freshman. who's
Yeah, I'm a
dead.
14-year-old
I'm just
male.
saying, if you've drawn a girl at any point in your life,
Yeah, I draw massive tits.
that's not how they work.
This
This
is
is
a
how-
wait. This is how we
If
start the
this is how
stream.
if this is how latex
This
works,
is how I start to stream.
This is
Walk
how I
with
start the
tits.
stream.
if that's how latex work, there would have to be like two pockets on the front.
Alright,
so she
as
could, like,
usual,
slip
we're
her
naming
tits.
ourselves My Dude.
What the fuck, Liz?
No, look at it. Look at her. Fucking look at her. Just look at her. This is the. Just look at her. Just look at it.
I'm putting that thing to talk about.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your mod student apartment for the third time.
Stop talking. Oh, okay, you can continue.
The world is peaceful and serene once again. You can stay in the moment forever, but you shouldn't. Or you can wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock, up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet.
Look at pics and clips.
Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a
What?
biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry.
That's how that works. That's how that game works.
Delicious. Just what you need to wake up those taste
Glued
buds.
on her fucking nipples.
Yikes, you're in
don't
such a
know.
hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before
That's
running
why-
out the door. You're
That's
sweating
definitely
buckets as you
lolly
rush
bait.
to arrive on time. Uh-oh.
It is.
Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy
Not
for
denying
Learning.
it, but I still want the game because I really like some of the characters in
Here
it.
comes
They're
your
really
lifelong
cute.
best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love
Run
it for
to
it.
the music.
Good morning, my dude. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Oh, wait, this girl is the worst. She's the worst offender
Actually,
on
I'm-
weird jiggle physics.
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for
Alright,
myself,
on my
but,
head out.
well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents,
This
she's
one's
always
the
held
worst.
herself to a very high standard.
Oh, hey, it's fruit.
Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving and caring
Quicksand box.
person I know. You're going to do great. But was University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous
That's the worst
3-day only
physics.
semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has
Stop
always had a
talking about your physics, please.
has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin.
You want to see
Yeah,
the,
that chiptitude.
wanna see
Should
the
you
only
pep
reason
talk
why
her
I
or
want
change the
this game?
subject to give her some relief? Change the subject to school
This
gossip.
character.
It's hard to
This
see
character's
Miriam
like
like
the only
this,
reason I want
and
it.
frankly, quite exhausting.
Oh, come on.
Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at the school. Yeah, it's a little
Almost like
worrisome,
Mr. Krabs.
but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? Oh,
Any
get
new
this.
deeds?
I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers, and he's had them ever since he was born, from an egg. An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But let's think about having powers. It would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard.
Yeah, now none of you can forget.
Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey,
I
it's
get
Van.
this ad off your stream.
It's like, it's like, hey, Twitch, could you stop the advertisement real quick?
Doesn't
Cut
even
the ad.
support you. It supports Twitch.
Yeah, it's
Out
like,
there.
hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival for the 3rd time in a row. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Leave my dude's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins.
Chicken shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was like, he said chicken shit.
Ah,
Ban him.
you can't stand Ashley. Even her name's annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually
Yeah, her name is.
Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone.
Fuck off.
It's not her name that bothers me.
It's the what?
It's not Ashley's name that bothers me. It's the way it's spelled.
Actually, this person got annoyed at me because my OC was a human.
What?
Yeah, I drew a
Not
character and I was like, it's a, you know the Melanie Martinez, she made a movie called K through
Wait,
12.
Melanie Martinez made a movie? Wait a minute.
I've not heard of this.
It's free on YouTube. Wait, I'll find it.
I'll look it up later.
Jesus.
If anyone
Okay,
here
I
knows
haven't
what
listened
perfect
to
shins
Melanie
look like,
Martinez in a
it's
hot
us.
minute, but she is a queen.
We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the
Put
mirror.
it in.
His pants are so tight, you can see him
It's a
casually
whole
working on his
video,
glutes while he styles his
on
hair.
YouTube.
No
It's
lie,
like an
they're
hour and
rocking
30 minutes.
glutes.
So I made a
Ahem.
character set
Van
in that universe, and this person was like,
You
"How do you
rang,
make a
rang?
character set in that universe? It's just a human." I was like, "No
You're
shit."
never really sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? I forgot the size of my phone. Professional.
My dude.
Huh? Yes, I did
Come the
indeed.
fuck on.
I did indeed name myself my dude. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there is not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
It's Pop.
For fuck's sake.
It's, I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I think you mean thank you? My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm my dude. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? No.
Okay, fuck this build, dude.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. I'm getting faster at that. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof.
Oh my fucking god,
What?
dude.
The cute dogs are, Professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're merely swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student.
It's Dr. McDreamy.
Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before I can finish the sentence. Please.
Fucking this kid, dude. Oh my god.
Call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel
That's
Sanders
kinda
walks down the
kinky,
aisle
not
of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty but sweats a lot. Maybe you should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is up with all your really weird insults? You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you.
Fucking game.
Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief.
Wait, Ty, quick question.
Yes?
Is your character a girl or boy?
Yes.
In most dating sims, it just goes with they, them. So they don't have to change it.
The gender is yes.
Nice.
You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How you respond? Take the handkerchief.
Come on, bitch.
You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it up to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has its natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and gets set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for
How
Learning.
the fuck does he
The greatest
know?
culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school. Was he my teacher? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance.
What the dude, I fucking...
The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat for your pocket, but what kind? A chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star students.
Fuck out of my...
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, my dude, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed a seat next to me, if you're interested. Two good options, but which will you choose? Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a pop quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right! Force is tree as chicken is to feather. That's right! What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right!
Nah, just macaroni's the best.
Is Sprinkles a
For
good
broken
boy?
heart.
He's a talking dog that teaches a culinary school. He's the best boy. That's right! Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? Maybe. He looks up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot
Kinda
diggity,
hot.
my dude. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow.
Get there in time. Holy
The
shit.
cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Nope.
Do you smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? You know about love? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Alright,
Hey, I
I'll be right
was...
back. I'm gonna go make some food because I'm hungry.
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh. Lads. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Psh, nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. You wait to see what Zing or Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Man, I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any... I'll take his. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? Redacted? He really did it. How bold! How adventurous to use redacted. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone else in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And redacted definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you've 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, my dude. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. So you step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, my dude. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. The partner. Beep, boop, zzz. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. War. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you 2 will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef's an island, it takes 2 flints to make a fire. You got the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I think we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cookie partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Ah, no, jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing my dude's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, armed full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and he turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like my dude was struggling, so he offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down?
Are you gonna let her? Gonna take that? Calling?
Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. I'm the fucking thigh, I command you! Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect this format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of running.
I took on my dude as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has my dude's natural talent, or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes in a perfect creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment's electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified at this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, my dude. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands. Can I have potato face? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle-axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That is now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, my dude? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream. That one day, I'd be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. I'm only 18. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts. That our souls may grant them like wishes, floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spark Monster is here to fight a hero! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. But then open one just enough to see it. Squint, blah blah blah. We've all seen this. Alright, I've been streaming this for I've been streaming this game 2 days in a row. I don't think you guys need to see this entire fight scene again.
Very.
No.
Good game.
Was probably Overwatch too.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. The Spark Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spark Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spark Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magical spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away, except I didn't attack at all. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. chicken. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You made up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spark monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like him? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And it was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great.
God,
Why wouldn't he be to you, I guess?
I'm playing comments.
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Would you ever play combo?
Well, if he's not into me, why do you tell me one of your secret ingredients?
Not a long time, so I'm gonna definitely.
However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that. Secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor I could have some of my own. It was cocaine.
Sucks, Zig.
Please, Miriam.
It was cocaine.
Don't tell me.
Shit. Yeah, what?
Do you like that hotel?
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home.
What's it called?
Aspen Hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Are
He
you
was so
excited
nice. He
to
even
make
met
you a
me at the
movie?
gate when I arrived.
Making a movie
Later when
instead?
I
Yeah,
cooked
I
with
followed
him,
the artist.
a very
They're
strange
making a
feeling
movie.
came over me, and the flavor wasn't like anything I'd ever tasted.
Instead of
I
the
think
whole
I'm being
show.
very liberal
Yeah.
with the meaning of spices here.
Ooh.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest
I
in
mean, I
cooking,
know it's
so we
pretty
stayed
much
in
like a
touch.
fashion
You know,
product,
like
but-
pen pals.
Yeah.
I bet he'd
Follow
love
her
to know
on
more
Instagram.
about new spices.
Please make some
Well,
for
I'm
some
definitely not
arts.
supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much to use to anyone. Please, 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 it'd mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret, or share it with your bestie? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do?
Coming out next month. But
Eye of Newt.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Her eyes light up,
What her
imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not testing secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school.
goddamn Sans is making a comeback. I hate it.
You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of a stallion and ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel. My Colonel. However, your sudden movement is surprised the horse and it rears up,
Art people make of
kicking you
angel
directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. My dude! I'm here to
Do you
deliver
like
your
a-
message.
Do you like have like a dog nose, or is it just heavily shaded?
Not this guy.
Wait, who?
It's important that you
Character,
remember
you know, like
this.
your
Exactly as I
picture.
say it. If you forget,
Charlie?
the word could end.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know it's
Because I've
serious.
seen lots of cosplays of her, and
I've
like,
been trapped in
I
a
can't-
realm beyond.
Like people can't
But
decide
a
if she
great
just has a
prophecy
nose
relies
with,
on
like,
my
a hard
return.
shadow, or like he has like a
Only
dog
you
nose.
can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name
So
3
I tried to
times.
Yeah, it's just
And
a
that
shadow.
name is...
Like, it's really
But before I can
anything.
continue, you
I
suddenly
think
awake.
it's a shadow.
Ah, jeez.
It could be.
You awake to
Alright,
find
it's
Colonel
not.
Sanders tending to you. He
Like,
roused
it's
you back to life
black
with a
dots
satchel of
almost.
secret spices. Or is that just his naturally seasoned musk? Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school. And maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who's in the wrong here.
Is how long
But one thing's
people
for
fuck
sure,
Alistair's
that
ear,
Colonel Sanders is
like,
pretty dreamy.
fucking-
That
like
horse
his
has
hair
beautiful
was
shoes.
his ears.
I could really feel how
Oh,
smooth and
see,
sturdy
with
they
a
were
hat,
when they were
with a
pressing
hat.
into my face.
No, he has like fucking.
That's nice to
crazy
hear.
hair. It's funny.
No one truly
People
appreciates
thought
good
the
craftsmanship
toes go
anymore.
up as his ears.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears
does
into
he
the
have, like,
school,
a-
leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley
like,
and Van
red and
Van, are
black
doing
hair.
something bad.
Yeah.
By the way, they're hiding
I
and
can
must
see
be
how people
really
think those are
bad.
ears.
I
Like
thought
counterfeiting
it was
recipes
until I saw
bad.
on stream, and she was like,
Experimenting
"Oh,
with
it's
restricted ingredients
Like, yeah,
bad.
fam, those aren't ears.
Something a demon bad?
It's like, what?
You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking
I've
shoulder,
been bamboozled."
but he sees you
I
coming.
really like the art style. It's pretty
Well
nice.
there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle
I
this.
still can't tell whether
Why
that's
don't you make like a
nose
bee and
or
mind your
a
own
shadow.
wax, honey?
Oh, don't worry about it. That's what I say.
Just don't worry about it.
You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to
It's
them.
working out.
You even
People
hear
really
Van
like
Van
the
mutter
pink
something that
one,
sounds a bit
right?
like a magical spell.
I think, yeah.
However, he
does.
notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise
The
an
Gabe
excuse.
Star or fell.
The pink one.
It's time for class. You're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor's
God, I
cookie, are
fucking
you?
love
You
musk.
make the rules? I'm not
He's
sure you know a
hilarious.
good meal if it ate you.
Mainly because
Being the
guy
best chef in the
voicing
world
him
takes more than
is
just
fucking
culinary
hilarious.
skills. It takes creativity. It takes
Nice
panache.
pirate.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
The other one.
You finally get a good look at what it was, what they were
The one
hiding,
that's not
and you
Charlie.
instantly recognize it.
The-
It's a book,
that
just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad.
Yes.
Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book
Charlie
behind his
got
back.
married, if I remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
like
that
that-
book is
I
a
like
family
that girl.
heirloom, and its contents are
Goddamn.
secret.
She's like her.
We're dating Colonel Sanders again.
Just
For the last time that I'm uninstalling on stream.
uninstalling on stream.
Huh? We're about to go to Costco? Can I wait until after I date Colonel Sanders? No?
No.
Well, I'll stay here then. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Let's play! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's
Did you
meaty
say you
foot.
like a character called Husk?
Yeah.
Hey, watch it,
That
you
looks like a
bucket of
character you would
bolts.
like.
You watch how you talk to him.
Yeah,
He
plus
didn't
his
do
voice is
anything.
fucking good. I usually
Well,
love the character's voice more than the
Who do you
characters.
think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer.
Like Ty.
Womp womp. What's up?
Can you look at pics and clips?
Okay. What am I looking for?
Doesn't that just look like it's Fruity's favorite character?
I could have sworn that was Fruity's profile picture once.
It looks like.
I mean, sometimes it's
I looked at it. I was like, I see it. Oh,
it just collect has been fucking profile
Anyways,
pictures. used
back
I
to
feel like
this.
is that?
Womp womp. No, your mother was a
What?
stand
You-
mixer.
Dude, no, because
You're-
like Husk is just an alcoholic that's depressed at being a cat.
Van Van
That's
jumps
his
to
whole
attack
thing.
Clank, but Clank
He's an
shocks Van
alcoholic
Van,
that's
sending him
depressed
flying across the
cat.
room.
This Lucio just booped 3 people off the map. I'm just gonna put
Protect
that
me,
out there.
Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over
Wait,
me.
hold on, I think I found
But
a
I'm not
picture
interested
that
in
helps
either of them.
What you were talking about, the nose and Charlie.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She
Yeah,
bats her
it's
eyelashes at Colonel
Does that help?
Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
That looks like it looks like she has like a dog
get a
nose.
hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena,
I
at
think she's
least.
gonna
Or
that
don't.
looks-
Honestly, what do I care? I've got
Maybe
lofty
she's
career aspirations to
Maybe.
focus
I
on.
don't know.
Maybe
That
I
looks
can
like
help
a
use your
dog.
business plan.
Isn't the
But
whole
then
thing
Sprinkles
like
arrives to signal the
he
true
has a
start of the
hotel
class
that
day.
reforms people?
He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal.
What that was?
He's a
The whole
professor, but
thing,
he's
like,
also a
she has
dog.
hotel that reforms people, so she doesn't.
Students, please, take your seats.
Yeah, she has
I
a
was
tell
I
I
us
apologize
that,
for my
like,
late
we-
arrival. I
we-
spent the morning
we
chasing a
make
car
demons
all
of
around
hell to
town,
nice people, so
and
they
my
don't
tiny
kill
legs
each
are
other for
very, very
population.
tired.
Yeah,
But I'm here
On
now, and I
camp,
hope you're ready to
dog
learn.
kisses.
Rub his furry dog belly, he loves
I've
it.
heard her song.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air
I really
around you.
like the song.
Something has him in a
So her
trance.
demons win
It's the
both.
scent left on you
Yes.
from Colonel Sanders.
That's a good song.
Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy.
I've also
Down.
been told
Off
that
topic.
Alistair's gonna sing in the episode.
That command shouted by Colonel Sanders that snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, my dude.
So many orphans.
Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Also, can we quote that? So many orphans? What the hell, Freddy?
What?
It's funny because I have Time War turned down, so I just hear in the background, more orphans? The fuck?
Well, I need to make my profile picture something else.
Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which one do you want to sample? A dog biscuit. Because the shape is baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles.
Literally just say
An
so many
example-
orphans.
An example of his own culinary taste, perhaps. Talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and
Have you
bites
seen
you onto your
Clipsless?
bites onto your cooking
What?
apron.
The clips
What
of
kind of
shit.
monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? The apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in
What?
horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You faint to darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here?
Okay.
It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. Watch the apron magically prepares itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore.
There we go.
Thank you, my friend. Wherever you are.
You
Which
like
one do you
my
want to
profile
sample?
picture?
A glass of water.
Pretty.
Yep.
You grab the
I
glass of
approve.
water and gulp it down.
you.
It's cool and crisp, like the
Like
pure
mine.
snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was
Well,
mine.
I was watching.
It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6.
And
you've got
she
excellent
just shows up
taste.
on the screen with
You
that
think to yourself,
face.
geez, I should pay better attention.
That's
Dude,
me.
no. You
We
gotta
all
look
make
up all the
mistakes.
fucking
I'm sure they'll
faces
forgive
of
you.
her John.
Someday,
Fucking-
It's a homemade animation.
Come on,
There's
it's time
gonna
for
be
lunch.
So many meme faces.
before anyone can relax, the
I don't know,
cafeteria lights
people
dim,
are making her into
and
fucking
your rivals
break.
enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You're on! A bunch of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool.
Hold on, I wanna...
Good one,
see if
Van
I can
Van.
find-
I like your gumption, my dude. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach
I
a
also
boiling
really
point,
like
Sprinkles
the
steps in.
combination of,
Surely he'll put a stop to this
hardcore,
madness.
Punchy,
Now,
temper
now,
tantrum
students,
girl,
please,
soft
settle
girl.
down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports
Yeah,
thing
there's a
court.
good couple. that works
Finally, a
there.
little sense. He breathes a sigh of relief.
Good shit.
People
At
try
least
to ship fucking Angel
not
as an
until
Alice
we
the
turn
whole
on the
time. It makes no
timer.
sense. It was just funny.
Just then, a
Oh,
huge
never
light
had
blasts
song.
you in the face, flashing the words "Timer ready."
This is fucking stupid.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, hold on.
Ooh. I stand
This
corrected.
is my should watch list.
The hard way
This
builds
compilation of
solidly, a
this compilation
foundation of
like
confidence
last
that
stream
cannot
they
be
did.
swept away. And that's an
I'm gonna
original
finish
quote by
this
me, in case
song.
anyone's wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really press him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, and if time runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees Celsius. That's right, but how have you gotten into the school without knowing that? When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11. That's right!
Feels bad.
You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right! You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice, and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness energy, so where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right! This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Do not miss your chance
How
to
could
blow.
you sing this high?
Arr.
How could
You try to
sing
shut
that
out the noise of
high?
the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right! When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it
Oh,
that they'll be unable to
that was
speak.
shit.
You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
Alright,
I believe in you, my dude. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about his Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bathing tub? What were you thinking? Get your mind back to this competition. Grr. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question.
Stop being good at the game and die.
What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but my dude does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. If there's an easy way and a hard way, you don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear him talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. My dude, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters.
That's what she said.
There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Let's fucking top tier rush.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle's over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two.
Why am I DPS?
On account of my dude's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
I don't know, I'm queuing for...
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
DPS,
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert.
Imagine getting
Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask my dude to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream or delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. And he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips. Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalized rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fire. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful,
Wait, I'm confused by
motivated.
Alistair's hair.
Well,
Wait, why does one
sure.
of the makeup like goes over
I
his
was born
hair,
that
but the other
way.
one doesn't?
What's up?
You're confused by Elsters, but not Angel's hair. You literally cannot see in front of
Wait.
because you will really die if you would. Like, that's how his head is built.
What are we looking at in pics and clips? I'm gonna put on display real quick.
Oh, in pics and clips?
Yeah.
Turn on display
At the
capture.
moment, the thing I'm looking at isn't in pics and clips, but... Oh, I see, that's the meme that you have. Did you look at... Me and Fruity have almost matching profile pictures now.
Let me see this.
We're a club.
What the fuck?
To the Enhancement Club, you would like to join.
What the
If
hell?
you would like to join and get a profile picture of Charlie.
From where?
Charlie.
God damn it, you're uncultured swine.
I don't have culture.
I thought you were
I don't
cultured.
have culture, but my
If
name
you-
is Ty.
If you watched 2 streams ago when I didn't know the fucking boiling point of water.
You didn't know the boiling point of water? What the fuck, Ty?
Precisely, Fruity.
I thought you were Asian.
I never said I was good at cooking.
Numbers is your culture, goddammit.
Numbers is my culture. I see in ones and zeros. Alright, back to the game.
Pulse is mine.
I'll find one for you.
You can find me a profile picture that I'll
I'll
change
find
to
you a
after
profile
this.
List. No, I have like over 500 pictures
yeah,
probably
you get
only
one.
But
has
I've
been.
walked other paths
It
and
has
arrived
to
at
be
dead
Charlie.
ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician.
Quality
I was passionate
picture.
about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock,
What about
but
this
even
one?
I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
Ty, we got one for you.
Alright, I'll change it after the stream. And I lost my innocence
Look
when I
at it.
picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival.
Pretty quality.
He survived for a while, anyhow.
Yeah, let's get a find real quick.
I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've all got it together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of.
That was really good.
I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world, and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko? It is I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you really don't want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. Glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I'm not going to apologize for the way I switched right to attack mode, because I didn't. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress.
On my brother.
I actually used to go to
He
the
was
school.
yelling at me. I thought he was yelling at
I wasn't always a Spork monster, you see.
Asked me what I wanted for
I don't
dinner.
believe it. You were human once? No, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a
My
student.
mom called me and she was like,
Until
"Why
one
did you
day
slam
some
the
mean
door?"
kids
And
with a
I was
magic
like,
spellbook
"I
cast a
was-
dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook.
I felt bad.
Precisely! I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it.
Like this window.
If you
Word
find such
meme
a
after
book, I'll
having
just
to
beg
tell
of you.
Charlie.
Respect it.
Oh,
You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No,
Look
you
at
should be
this one.
protecting the innocent from those who cheat them to sorcery and guile. You need me? Don't fear. I'll be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of
followers, I've
life.
seen it.
My dude. Together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him.
I don't know what this
It looks like you live
says,
such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching. Never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got them right
Does
where you want
anyone
them.
else have boobs or just like
Should we-
fluffs of fur that look like
It's
boobs?
just fluff.
Alright.
Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it.
Fucking good.
I know.
You decide that you're
Some
ready
more
as
stuff
you're as
with
ready
it,
as you'll
but
ever
I
be to
don't
share
know
your
if
original
they're
cooking with Colonel Sanders.
So,
Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Put using memes at one point.
Magnificent. Together you chat out the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. And I said now would be a perfect time to get to do some snooping.
Isn't there a better, more humane way to do this?
We're gonna skip through all these fucking dialogues because we've just been through this here. Eventually the door will open. Hello, airplane. Would you like to shape my house more?
Anyway, you see like one meme you can't find it again.
Alright. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take out one off of his hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. You say that they say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Ah, crap, the jacket. You've got to take it off. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, my dude? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence.
It's the evolution of that.
Oh, wow, it's a ghost. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that can change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions, marijuana isn't even legal, but the recipe is a secret. How they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. A biscuit cut in half with butter on both ends. With a chicken leg. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could be the world's greatest gift to cookery. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes. He gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. Get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he's just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on date 2, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, that's great. I'll order you up one right away. I love my swirly Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is down to energy. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick out some of your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, my dude, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up.
To do that, though.
Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling
People were
over.
tweeting the voice actor thing, Alistair.
A naturally
Looks like
intuitive
fucking
person, he
Robert.
senses that someone
Yeah,
has
he
been
didn't
something has
get
been
it
going
until like
on.
fucking 1 week later when I told him.
Is everyone
Like,
excited for the final day of school? My dude.
He's like, yeah, people fucking were
How's that
tweeting,
hand
and I was
feeling?
like, what are you talking
I'm sure
about?
you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I was broken nail winning so hard.
Wolf Boy just has so much
Technically,
stuff
I don't
going
believe a
on.
winner was decided. But your
Got
presentation
wings,
was quite
he's got
impressive.
card games, he's
What's he
got
doing complimenting her?
Warcraft,
What about the
eyebrows,
flavor of my
nothing?
delicate, warm,
Let's go
gooey
with
chocolate
that.
sauce?
Punch stuff.
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, my dude. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you can tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, my dude. Knowing by Colonel Sanders' ability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know, who'd spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I can use a spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Could you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? You'd maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. What is it, brother?
Do you have mail keys?
Huh?
Do you have the mail keys?
No?
Fuck.
Why would I have the mail keys? They should have been hanging up. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Yeah, we don't have a mailbox, so they don't... Well, we technically do, but we gotta, like, walk outside the house, like, down the street a bit to go check the mail. And it's, like, locked, so we have keys for them. And if you get a big boy package, they give you another key inside your mailbox that unlocks the big boy box that has your package.
It's a box with a key inside a key.
Yes. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken on raw hide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My dude. Were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, my dude, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appeared to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you just had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
Looking fixing clips.
In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. That seemed like a loud public breakout to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademarks.
I feel like we should have put all these in memes.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul here nearby in need of a pep talk.
Around 89.
Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam burns up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion right off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears up from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog's gonna love it up. While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van's supposed man-man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on. Ty's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you. And you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do,
Zoom, zoom, bitch.
your crown session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. My dude, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Just taking all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off and a hand. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
I love when people are commenting more about how Ty's picture is Joker than how I made a stupid meme art. Posted a picture.
Why are people so infatuated with my Joker profile picture?
Look, it's Joker.
People are really fucking infatuated with my Joker profile picture, huh? Anyways, back to the game. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. I'm immersing the viewers in the visual novel by having my family cook in the background.
Immersive content.
You know it's a good pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust.
Most pot pies are chicken pot.
And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning?
Saw pot pie and soon to have pot in it.
Taking pot pie to a whole new level. Oh no,
That's what I
is it
thought
burning?
a pot pie was.
That's what
know
you
there's
thought.
someone high. That's been like.
No,
Yeah,
I
of
can
course
smell
you
that
put
it's made with a
pot in it.
heaping helping of tender loving
That's what I
care.
I thought you always put pot in it.
But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't
Tiny
blow it
dog.
out.
Pot, like a
Whole
pop
brownie.
muffin.
Like a whole pot
Yeah,
brownie.
Like a pop brownie.
Her dog is like one of those tiny Yorkies. I think it ate like half a pot brownie.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
She didn't
But
die.
it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
The moment of truth.
What?
Wow. Sorry. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and can eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown competition trademark is about to
What
begin.
made him cry?
Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, except
I refreshed
That is.
it because it was behind, and now there's a Twitch ad, and now the Twitch ad is lagging. It's
except to
strange.
cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and
Yep,
Ashley
he's still playing.
are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his
hi.
11 herbs and spices. What's up?
Are you at the cooking competition already?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty's
Ow.
speed running.
I'm speed reading, too.
Speed reading. Yeah, he's speed running. He'd be speed running if he wasn't reading.
But he's trying to
Putting-
find a way to
putting,
improve on something perfect.
Western hotel shit in.
His original recipe, fried chicken.
Hotel is the best ever thing made.
The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action.
Tell
Everyone's
me
calling
if
out
the
really
choice
cool
had
special
made
cooking
it
moves as they
fucks-
prepare their food.
fucks the boss.
Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg
Are
wash.
you kidding?
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Bastard Blaster! Van slices pectorals as he chops down a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll it! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank, and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Also, just to note, if we don't get any different ending here, I'm still gonna uninstall. Like,
Sounds good.
this is our last playthrough.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just look up the secret ending.
Yeah.
And then can we play Overwatch?
I might have to go to Costco.
I need to change his profile picture to Charlie.
Yeah, I have to change my profile. I might have to go to Costco with my family, and then I'll play Overwatch.
We have a lot of options for you.
Ty, can you buy me some pizza, dude?
Costco pizza? Shit,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Actually, no. Can you buy me a chicken bake?
Yeah, dude, I'll take all the chicken bakes. That chicken bake ain't making it, dude.
Bless you.
Bless me. Thank you.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, my dude. Miriam notices too. And I was always believed in you, my dude, since we were little kids, because I'm your
Alright.
best friend forever.
Comp match as support. Let's get this bread.
You turn to notice that Miriam's at your station, cheering for you.
I'll play comp with you. I need to finish.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
You
Tiny
might
food,
be
short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Well, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Noob from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that seconds and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spark Monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Sparkbusters are many! I think Borko had the day off. But you have gone to Steve, and I hate the battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright.
You know what confuses me, Ty?
What?
So the first Spork monster said he was a golden retriever that got turned into a Spork
Yeah.
monster, but this Spork monster talks about how he went to monster school.
And he was actually just born a Spork
And
monster?
he was just a Spork monster, and that just confuses me.
I feel like this is like a vampire kind of thing where it's like there's pure bloods and there's converted.
Mm.
And just pure
He's
spork monsters
pure-
are just
pure
stronger.
spork monster. It made me sad that Porco never got turned back into a golden retriever.
Borko is secretly best friends with Sprinkles.
Of course.
Ah, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster knows that you got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross the magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country, you could feel Spork Monster wanting up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you tossed a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
I'm back. Sorry, I just had like.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, my dude. Sorry, what was his voice again? God, it wasn't the stoner voice this time. It was like, yes, my dude. You're the chosen one. You'll avenge me. The power you've been summoning, it immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry.
You're risk rain.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear my dude. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed.
Who do I use?
You've been sinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
Whoever.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my kind of thing.
Wait, so
I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
come here.
Are you suggesting
I saw my dominance on
combined
you.
forces, we can form the perfect food
You
union?
T-posing on him?
Time's
Yes.
up, students.
Good.
When time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for.
Legit.
You must now prepare to present your dishes. Also, how long have I been streaming? I wish I knew.
Oh, look.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
I think like an hour, maybe. Oh, an hour and almost an hour and a half.
Wow, that's amazingly fast compared to the other
you've been pretty
streams.
speedy.
A handful of students stand tall. The class seems
You would have
incomplete.
been slower if you hadn't been ignoring the fact that me and Fruity were giggling over dumb pictures.
Yeah, I had one moment of
Pictures.
ignoring.
They're not dumb.
I had one moment of
All
actually
I know
looking.
is I was giggling at fucking furniture.
It seems we're missing some
Clank 2 days
students.
ago.
Pop, clank. From off
The
screen, you
cursed
hear a
toilet
pure
picture
and
thing?
innocent giggle
Yeah.
that
Well,
can only
it
come
turned
from
into
one
cursed
student.
toilet pictures after a while.
I'm flying.
But it started
It
as
sounds like it's
furniture.
coming from that broom closet over there.
Nice.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks like Pop's eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure.
Yeet.
You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material.
I know, I shall
Wait a
you.
second.
I
Pranks.
shall not
Pranks.
help you.
Calculister. Where'd that pressure cooker roll off to?
Because I
You wait to hear a
found
signature
Paul's
whir,
egg.
beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Paul's egg.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later.
What
That
about
leaves
2?
only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word is so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef.
Here,
Please.
I have a meme for you.
Call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Alright. Let's.
I'm putting it in memes.
Okay. Display chat time. You looking at the screenshots of Colonel Sanders at KFC dating
Why would you
simulator?
take sharp class?
Oh, you right. Oh, you
I
right.
got it.
So you're gonna die, dude.
Yep.
Yes,
Because
Sprinkles.
it's a double
It's some
mounted
green
boss
tea
fight.
made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
It's fine.
I love Miriam so much.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting
This is
just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime.
tried.
Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a symbol's worth of soup. 8+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, my dude, for helping me to believe in myself.
It's great. I two-shot everything.
Van, you're up.
Yeah, you do
Now,
double damage.
describe your
but you have
dish.
Less health.
I
Yeah.
made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Boss fight.
Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's
So you
exactly
should play
why I
with me,
did it.
Crystal and Flight also. We all
Here,
play.
Kai, I have
A
something
bit
to show
much
you.
is kind of my brand. Does it look cool? Okay, what? Are they putting in memes
It's
or?
in pics and clips. It's
Okay.
related to Miriam.
I've always thought of Miriam as Mako from Kill la Kill. That is always how I imagine Miriam.
Got the pose too.
Yeah, the pose and everything. That's exactly why she's a reference, huh? She's exactly referencing Mako from Kill la Kill. Just like Bad
So-
Van is
They're all,
referencing
they're
JoJo.
all anime
Took like all of
references.
this.
But who is
Oh, easy.
Ashley a reference of?
I don't know.
We need to know. Who has that
We'll
sick
figure it
size in
out.
anime?
I love
Hermione
Mako.
is the queen.
I love her
Sprinkles
whole
leads in
little
to sniff the
little-
Uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw out erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Rarf, rarf. Please, be gentle with my cuisine.
Oh my god, he's so powered.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't past all the noodles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. What is this? This is so much tongue. It's all fun. A stunning turn of events. Who'd have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? That must have a definite.
A 1 and a 2 and a
This is
3
the
for
last
me.
you've heard of me. Before forcing us to
Three
endure
for
his
you.
swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles and graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a live rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in yours or something, my dude? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, there's a cooking competition at a cooking school.
What are we waiting for?
Portal.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely
Nice
good
done.
job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I want to be judged on eating, I go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll teach you myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass over there at the corner.
Fucking flawed school system's that.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl.
It's when you
They
get
all
graded on
seem
a curve.
to transcend
Like
this
a
reality to
really
another
good
dimension.
curve.
You win!
Really good curve.
Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu
I'm a
item.
doctor. Well, one student really good in my class.
The new menu
the
item is
heart?
so impressive. Even though Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed! There are supposed to be more battles.
I need someone to cosplay Van Van.
But come
I
on.
want to see that thing.
How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a well-known turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog
I
new
just
tricks?
say the last part after he said DJ Dog is in the house.
Yeah, I don't say that.
Why is that dance clothes attire what they're both wearing?
Van and Ashley tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains.
I think Van Van's shorts are shorter than Ashley's.
I think they're pretty close. For a moment, you actually believe them.
Thighs.
Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost! It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me!
Taking every single item.
Oh. Amusing.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's
I'm
together,
like,
it's the Spork
Everyone's
Monster.
way
He's
faster
totally
than I am.
mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork
Cheers.
Monster is no more. From
No,
here
it's
on
not
out,
what I like.
I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but Aaron's too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who commands such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam except your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Ah, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The musical dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This is the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
What the fuck is a boss?
Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken.
Oh, well,
This time it's a full meal.
Sake.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
Again, I'm very upset that there's 2 bowls of mashed potatoes and no mac and cheese.
Runs
It's because mac and cheese was
It's
our
very-
specialty and we didn't help him.
Shoot me instead.
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, my dude. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy, carried out by 2 cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid that I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight, they reach for you.
My dude.
And though our feet may tire of dancing,
My dude.
I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not join me?
It's just not.
Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in business
Slap.
and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying, me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants.
Oh no,
No.
you can get 10 hung. Alright.
Even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner?
Slap.
I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The for real end? Wow,
Did you do it?
that was a life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel
Oh,
Sanders,
did you do it, Ty?
you step outside to get some air. The quad is dark and quiet. Too quiet. You start to smell something salty, potatoey,
So fast.
gravy-y.
Is this spork monster?
Just then, Spork Monster appears.
I knew it.
Hi, my dude. You had some pretty sweet dance moves back there. Why, thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool. On spork legs. Oh, you noticed? I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, I had something to ask you. You see, life as a potato-like creature is difficult. I had no place to call home other than people's nightmares. Oh, I had no idea. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you. Permanently. I'll run out and get the paper in the morning and everything. What do you say? Yes, adopt him. He's adorable.
No, a dorm is no place for a spork monster.
We have to get the spork
Yeah, I
monster.
know, you have to adopt him.
My hero! I will forever be in your debt. The end. Seriously, though. It really is this time.
You did it.
We did it! The true
You did it,
ending! I can uninstall.
You did it. You're Colonel Sanders' partner, and then you also
I am also
KFC%.
I am also the co-chef of KFC.
That's hilarious.
Called KFC out. Where the fuck is my money?
Where's my money?
It's
bro?
time, boys. Display capture.
Slap.
I
Slap.
love you, Colonel Sanders. The finger looking good.
Slap. Slap.
5 hours.
5 hours of I love you, Colonel Sanders. And it's gone.
We see you're not accepting our friend requests, Ty.
Huh? In
In
friends
the
in chat?
corner.
In friends in
On
chat?
Steam.
On
On Steam. In the corner.
What?
Up top.
Top right. That's invites. Get off my lawn. Boom. There we go.
Slap. Slap.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna get some stuff done.
You have to change your profile picture.
Want me to do it live?
No, I mean you can end the stream and then change your
Alright,
profile
I'm gonna
picture.
definitely be right back.
No, do it live. Do it live.
Do it live.
Do it live? Alright, where's the picture?
Do it live. You have to go up. You get. There's a couple choices, but you have to scroll pretty far because me and Fruity are posting a lot of shit.
You can take any of our shit as
Yeah,
also.
you can take any of them. So
I like
if
this
you
one.
scroll up more.
I like this
That
one.
That's a good one.
Come over here so I can slap ye.
Fruity, did you see
What?
the one he picked? You'll see it when he changes it.
Slap.
I'm sorry, I'm busy slapping shit.
Okay, well when Ty changes his profile
Stream
picture,
mode
you'll
on.
see the good one he picked.
Stream mode off. We're living it dangerous for now.
Oh, we're living in.
Y'all got to see my email.
Oh shit!
Y'all
Oh,
want to
2 people.
PM me emails? Email me some shit. Let's see here. I think I named it Lamau what? Yeah.
What?
What?
We're not gonna talk about what people name their files, because I don't even know what the fuck to name
I
their
named one of
files.
them like all A's so I could get to it faster.
There we go. It's been changed
There.
live on screen.
Look at it. Look at it, Fruity.
Perfect.
You picked a pretty good one.
You've all become bitches.
We're a squad.
Squad up.
Husband bitches. Sold your soul to the show.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. We'll definitely be right back. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. Dolly immediately noticed when I changed my picture. Wow, wonderful. I'm gonna turn stream mode back on for a quick second then. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you liked it, hit the follow button. I know not many people dropped by for the Twitch stream because it was like an hour or two. But if you enjoyed it, hit the follow button and share my channel with anyone else. All my streams are archived to my YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search it up, Ty Commander, with Dr. Doggo as the profile picture. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.